Welcome back to Success with Steven. My name is Steven Smith. On this channel, we discuss all things financial literacy. Now, today we're going to be talking about something that a lot of people don't even realize is possible. We're talking about how you can actually use a business credit card to fund your payroll and pay yourself through your business. Now, this video will be an extension of the video that I made on how to create paycheck stubs for your business. In that video, I explain why income verification matters, why self-employed business owners need to start documenting income properly, and why having real payroll records can make a big difference when you're applying for things like apartments, auto loans, personal loans, business funding, and other financial products. But in this video, we're taking it one step further. I'm going to show you how you can actually run your payroll using a business credit card and have that money flow into your business bank account. And we're going to do this using a payroll processor like ADP, as well as a service called ZILMoney. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, before we get into the step-by-step process, I want to go over a few things. First, this method I'm about to show you works best if your business is already making more than $50,000 per year. This may not be the best strategy for everyone, and I don't want you to watch this video and think that there is only one way to pay yourself from your business. There are tax consequences that come with the methods that I use, and there are also tax consequences that come with any other methods you may decide to use in the future. Depending on how your business is structured, you may have to think about income tax, self-employment tax, payroll tax, and other tax obligations. Some business owners pay themselves through owner's distribution, some use an owner's draw, some pay themselves through a W-2 wage. So I want to be very clear, this video does not replace tax advice from a CPA or a licensed tax professional. I'm just showing you what works for me, but what works for me may not be the best option for you. Your situation could be completely different. So before you make any major decisions about payroll, taxes, or how to pay yourself, you should speak with a tax professional. Next, most business credit cards require a personal guarantee. If you want to run payroll with a business credit card, you need to get approved for them first. I know that seems obvious, but you'd be surprised some of the comments that I get, so I do have to state that. Now, if you would like data points, check my business credit playlist. If you're having any personal credit issues, check out Rising. Rising is an all-in-one DIY credit repair platform that not only gives you access to credit reports and scores, it also shows you what may be hurting your credit and how you can take action with that tool in order to create dispute templates, do bureau response tracking, and use the auto mail feature that will allow you to send your disputes directly from the site or the mobile app. It also includes up to 24 months of rental and utility trade lines that can back report payment history, helping you add positive on-time payments and up to 2 years of account age to your credit profile instantly. Right now, you can access your credit report through Rising's $1 7-day trial. There will be a link in the description. There will also be a clickable link here on screen. Now, with that being said, I wanted to make this video as step-by-step as possible, but I already have a lot of these things set up for my business. So I want to explain where you should start if this is your first time learning about payroll and ADP. ADP is one of the largest payroll processors in the US. They offer payroll service tools, tax filing support, HR tools, employee management features, and a lot of other business services that can make the process a lot easier. So to begin, if you want to set up your payroll with ADP, you cannot just log on and instantly start creating your own paycheck stubs. You need to actually start by going to their website and requesting a quote online. After that, someone from ADP will contact you. They'll ask you questions about your business. They will then give you pricing based on the information that you provide. Now, your prices may not be the same as mine because your business may be different from mine. Your number of employees, your state, your payroll needs, and your business structure, those can all affect the cost. So do not assume that what I pay is exactly what you will be paying. Once you start the onboarding process, ADP will walk you through what you actually need. Now, if you have any questions, they can help you understand what information is required, like how to set up the payroll account, what tax accounts that you need, or payroll details that you may need for your state. If you need help with things like a modified tax account number or other payroll related setup items, they will be able to guide you through that process. So if you have specific questions about setting up ADP, my recommendation is to contact ADP directly. They are the only ones that can give you the most accurate information based on your business. And if you have questions about taxes, how much you should pay yourself, or what method is best for your business, that is when you need to contact a CPA or a tax professional. Again, I cannot make a specific tax recommendation for you because I do not know your full business situation. And what I'm doing for my business may be completely different from what you should do for yours. So from this point in the video, we're going to go off the premise that you already have your ADP account set up and you've already run your payroll at least one time. All right, now let's go over to the ADP website. So currently we are on the ADP website. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, there will be something you will use called ZILMoney. You will have to set up an account with them as well. In the past, there used to be an integration in the ADP marketplace where you could connect it. That's no longer the case. However, I will show you the correct way that you can actually get your payroll set up with ZILMoney. That way you can run this with your business credit cards. Now, in order for you to actually run your payroll using a business credit card and liquidate that credit card, the first thing you need to do is go to run payroll. Now, there are two ways that you can do this. If you want to just run your payroll and do the exact amount, you can do that. You can also do what's called an off-cycle payroll. So let's say that you don't actually want to run a payroll, but you just want to liquidate your card for $5,000. You can run off-cycle and you can enter the amount that you would like to run, and that way it could be for any amount that you would prefer. Okay, now for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to show you how I would do it with my current payroll option. Now I'm going to click on no, continue with this regular payroll. Now, the amount that I'm paying myself for my salary is $2,307.70. Now, this will come out to around $60,000 per year for me. Once again, you can modify your salary at any point in time if you ever want to change this. Now, there's going to be an option right here that says preview payroll. You might not see it, I may be covering it, but it's going to be a blue button. Now, when you click on that button, you will be brought here to where it will show you your preview payroll. Now, in order for you to process this with ZILMoney, because I ran into this issue, you need to show them a preview of your payroll. Now, the way that you do this is by going to reports. You then will click on payroll preview. This is all that you need. You will then click on print. When you do that, you will have a download that you will get that will show your payroll preview. ZILMoney has to see this in order to know that you're actually running a payroll. Now, to clarify, let's say you're just trying to liquidate a card for $6,000 or $5,000. You can do an off-cycle payroll for $5,000. You can then get your preview and you never have to actually run it in ADP. It could just be for the purpose of liquidating that credit card, and that is it. But again, in this case, I'm going to actually use this for my payroll. And this is what the payroll summary will look like. It's going to show the date that the payroll was printed. It's going to show the amount, the taxes, everything that needs to be seen, the net pay, the rate, the company, the check date, because when you use ZILMoney, they actually want to see all of those details. Now, you may get a disclaimer that says there's not enough money in your account to run this payroll. If you get that, that is completely okay. It does detect the money that's in the account to know if it's okay to run the payroll. But what we're doing right now is a payroll preview. We're just getting that document. We're not going to go to approve or finalize anything. We're just getting that document so we can take it over to ZILMoney and use that to run our payroll. So currently we are on the ZILMoney website, and as you can see here, your complete payment operations platform, and it shows that you can send money every way. It can be ACH. So in actuality, if you wanted to use this for something like direct deposits, you can, but I mean, you already have payroll, so you don't really need it. There's also check, international, credit card to vendors, and payroll, okay? And what we're going to do is scroll down here and we're going to look for run payroll with credit cards. So you can pay your employees with credit cards and you can earn rewards on every paycheck, get payment float, never miss payroll due to timing issues. So let's click on learn more. So here it says turn your biggest expense into your biggest opportunity. Pay payroll with business credit cards, earn rewards, extend cash flow, build credit. So you can earn rewards on every dollar. There is 30 to 45 45 days extended cash flow, build business credit, complete flexibility, right? This is, pretty good, I would say, because there are a lot of advantages besides being able just to liquidate the credit card as far as points and rewards and also making money from doing this process. Now, I want to make note, there is a cost for doing this. And if you do not do this properly, it can actually cost you a lot of money. Now, typically, ZILMoney will charge you 2.95% of your payroll amount. However, the amount will actually be displayed before you process the payroll. Always do the math and check out exactly how much that is because it can change. Now, I'm going to give you a very simple example. Let's say that you had $1,000. If you were charged 2.95%, that is $29.50. So understand that is $29.50 for a fee of $1,000 every time you run the payroll. If you do that 2 times per month bi-weekly, that will be $59. $59 times 12 in a year is $708. So essentially, if you were paying yourself, let's say, a salary of $2,000 per month, in a year, it will cost you $708. That is just going to be in processing fees. Now, here's what I'm doing. You can get a cashback card. You can get a business credit card that gives you 2% cash back. I actually have a card that works perfect for this, and it's called the Chase Premier card. With the Chase Premier card, when you make a transaction of $5,000 or more, you actually get 2.5% cash back. That will essentially offset this fee by a lot. Essentially, you're only going to be charged 0.45%. 0.45% will come out to $4.50. Essentially, that's all that I would pay for processing this with that particular card. Or that will come out to exactly $9 if you run payroll 2 times in a month, or in a year, that would be $108 that you would actually be charged because you were able to offset it with the cash that you got back from your credit card. So essentially, in the end, once everything is said and done, you could actually earn money from this. Now, this is what I mean. The tax implications for that processing fee, the 2.95%, technically can be deducted from your business taxes. So essentially, you can deduct $708 from your actual taxes per year just by using this. But remember, you didn't actually spend that. You only spent $9 technically when everything is said and done because you kept making 2.5% in the particular case where you use something like the Chase Premier credit card. Now, here is a calculator that they have on the website, and this is another thing that I want to say is very important. Let's say that you're using something like the American Express Platinum, where that card is a charge card, there is no limit. Maybe you're using this to, actually pay multiple employees. When you actually run your payroll, you can accumulate points. You can then take those same points for transactions or payments or things that you had to make anyway, and you can now accumulate points to put towards travel. If you do this properly, you might be able to actually travel completely for free. And then on top of that, you can also add some of the deductions that you make for booking travel as a business expense, where you can actually write off even more money for traveling for free just by using this properly. From the research that I've done, many companies do this and they run payroll from credit cards. That way they can actually fund a lot of the travel expenses, hotels, things like that. A lot of the luxury things that they have really does come from them benefiting from paying employees and floating capital. Not to mention, they also get all those additional tax deductions. This is a really good system if you understand how to use it beyond just trying to liquidate a credit card. So once again, if you're doing this, it has to be what benefits you. I'm just giving you an example of additional perks that you might be able to use in the future. Now, currently I am logged into ZILMoney. Now, I just want to say it once more. I am already set up with this account. If you have not set up your account with ZILMoney, go to the website and set it up. They will do verification. For me personally, I had some KYC issues. If you don't know what that is, it is know your customer. I've done that from working in multiple banks. They have to verify your identity, your business, things like that. They will go through and do it. Also, if you have a business that is prohibited or restricted, they will not allow you to open an account. So be careful, very careful. If they do contact you and ask you, what do you do for your business? All right, you should have an answer prepared. Now, if you have any questions about how to set up this account, I cannot help you. There is a number right here on the side, 408-775-7720. That is who you would want to call if you had any questions. So again, if you want to sign up, go to ZILMoney.com, go to the sign in, and they will do things like facial recognition scan. They will have you hold up your ID to the camera. That is completely normal, front and back. They might do OTP, one-time passcodes with your email address, and of course your phone number. Make sure that your phone number can receive short codes. And then after all of that, they will have to review the information, and then you should have an account. This normally does not take long. It could be like 24 to 48 hours. Now, once you get the account set up, you'll have your options on the side here. Now, there are many options here like verification center, home page, my account, payees, payments, bills, receivables, business tools, apps. The thing that we're going to be looking at is going to be payroll by credit card. So let's click on this option right here. Now, once again, if you have never set this up, you will need to connect ADP. That will be right here. So you're going to go to connect new, and then you're going to see an option that'll say ADP run payroll, but there will also be things like Paychecks and a couple of other platforms. So if you're not using ADP, that is okay. There are plenty of other options that you can use. But for me, I would click on connect right here, and then it's going to say kindly confirm the addition of ADP run for processing payroll via credit card. I would click OK. Now, obviously there's an error because it says the provided business name already exists, which okay, I already know that, and it is right here. You're going to see the option then come right here. Once that is done, you will have to select an account in order for you to actually have your payroll or the money that you would be liquidating deposit into the account. Now, this should be a business bank account, okay? They will verify this information. This should not be your personal account. This should be your business account, okay? Once you do that, if it's not set up, you'll want to add new. They will verify. That might take a few days if they try to use Plaid and for some reason they can't do it. The other thing that I want to mention, they will also ask you for one bank statement that actually shows that you ran your payroll through ADP at least one time. So you will have to run payroll through ADP at least one time normally in order for you to actually complete this. You will also then need to add your card. You can click on new, and they will ask you if it's a Visa, MasterCard. You'll enter that. You'll enter a nickname. You'll then enter the full card number, whatever that might be. And then once you do that, they will ask you to take a picture of the card front and back. There will be one-time passcodes. Again, all the verification. And then once this has been verified and this has been verified, again, it can take around, maybe 1 to 5 days, just depending on what's going on, or it could be instant. It just depends. Then you'll see your bank account. That is the business bank account where they will deposit those funds. And then you'll need to have your business credit card that should match the business that you currently have the payroll with. Now, once all of this has been done, you'll then click on new. Now, remember at the beginning of the video, we already had a copy of our payroll preview. That's where we need this. So we're going to enter the amount of our paycheck. We know it's $2,307. That is after our employment tax that we had to pay. And then the paycheck date, we already have it for July 5th, 2026. Well, actually, let's change it to the 10th because it's probably on a Friday. So for me, that's when my actual pay date would be. Then you have to upload that document. So then we're going to take that document that we talked about, the one that we had actually gotten from ADP, the payroll preview. We have to drop and add that document here and then click on add. All right, so I found it and I added my payroll preview too. I'm gonna click on add here and then it says success. All right, now I already ran this so you can see like it's processing right now. I wanna go over the reason why it got rejected. It was exactly what I already mentioned. This is my first time doing this with this brand new business. It got rejected because they wanted to see a bank statement that I had where I actually ran ADP payroll at least one time. So I had to actually wait, do that, show them the statement. It just so happened I did it at the cutoff, like it happened at the perfect time. And then I uploaded that. They sent me an email asking me to upload a bank statement showing that I ran payroll. It's not going to be here. It'll be in an email. You will then, process it. You'll get that email. You'll upload that bank statement. And then once it's said and done, you'll confirm payment. And as you can see right here, they're charging me $68.08. It's funny how it's slightly like off, but it's off because it's, it's off by a cent here. That's from what I entered, but they're charging me around 2.95% of this total amount. Once again, if you have a card that gives you 2% or 2.5% or whatever the case may be, you will actually get that back in cash on your card. So technically you're reimbursing yourself. And these fees at the end of the year, add them all up and you can deduct this from your business expenses and technically get a break on what you would owe. So essentially you would get that money back. Simultaneously, depending on a different card that you're using, you can also accumulate points like Chase Ultimate Reward points or Amex points, and you can use this for travel, especially if you're in a business where you're doing a lot of high spend and you want to actually just get as many points as possible. I mean, this also works with people who run ads, like, you know, not just trying to run for payroll, but ads is also a way that you can get a lot of points and travel for free, while also using some of those travel expenses as other business deductions in order for you to save money at the end of the year. So again, if you have a plan in place, this can be helpful for you. Also, I recently released a video on how you can do bank bonus hacking, right? But do it for business accounts. Let's say that you are having an issue with hitting your spend bonus for whatever reason. I did a video where you can make like $4,000 plus. If you want to watch that video, I'll link it right here. It'll probably be outdated depending on when you watch this, but normally they run those bonuses. You can also use this in order for you to hit your account spend bonus. But the one thing that I also want you to be wary of when you're doing this, if you're paying yourself a salary, but you're not making money and you run up $60,000, just know that you're going to pay taxes on $60K. That way you just to basically make it look like you had money, you're paying taxes on that full amount. So while this may be great for trying to liquidate credit cards every once in a while, if you're really running payroll and you're doing that automatically, like, just know that you need to really be making money because you will pay taxes on that money. And that can also get you in trouble. So once again, have a plan in place. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. So this is the process, and this is how you can use business credit cards to pay yourself through payroll. Now, I know this may sound like a lot at first, but once you understand the flow, it becomes pretty straightforward. I did this with my previous business. I did it all the time. At some point I had stopped because I really didn't need to liquidate or use credit cards even for that anymore. I had gotten into such a routine that I was already earning points and cash back where it didn't make sense for me to even pay that fee. But I want to start it again because I do think that it can be good with the new business that I have. Now, the credit card funds the payroll account. The payroll company pays you. You earn rewards. You also create documentation. You build a more structured and professional business. But I want to make this very clear one more time. This should not be done blindly. You want to talk to a CPA, talk to ADP, reach out to ZILMoney if you have any questions about the platform. For me personally, this strategy has worked because I'm using it to create payroll documentation while also earning rewards, while potentially offsetting fees. It's helping me with tax planning, and also it'll help me travel for free. But what works for me may not work for you. Your job is to take this information, bring it to a CPA or a tax professional, and ask them if this strategy makes sense based on your business and how much money you're currently making. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below if you want more videos like this on how to structure your business income, your business credit, and use credit strategically. Thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, you guys have a wonderful day.